Well, hello folks, I'm Daniel Nobre. Welcome. This time we are in Main Street, Santa Monica. So I'm gonna take a drive and a walk and show you around this very particular place, very interesting, especially for locals and also for tourists alike. So we are walking around the streets and I try to point that out for you every time I do a quick stop and perhaps a historical building like this one right here that I am right in front of it, which is the California Historical Heritage Museum, the California Heritage Museum. Okay, stay with me. I think you're gonna find this very, very interesting here in Santa Monica, California, Main Street. Let's go. So here I am at the Binoculars building, which is the unofficial name of what was formerly known as the Chiat Day building, designed by architect Frank Gehry. The unofficial name is the result of a conflation between the building and the building mounted public artwork Giant Binoculars 1991 by artists Claes Oldenburg and Koshi van Bruggen. At the current moment, hosts Google, Southern California. And to get inside and visit inside, you must know somebody to invite you to take a look. So I put some pictures of how it looks like from the inside the building. It's very cool. This building was the last major project by Frank Gehry before designing the Walt Disney Concert Hall in downtown Los Angeles. Right after that, we start heading north on Rose Avenue and Main Street, Santa Monica. And here it is, the iconic ballerina clown, 1989 sculpture by Jonathan Borofsky. 30-foot building mounting aluminum, steel and fiberglass kinetic sculpture with a kinetic kicking leg component. And this sculpture used to have the kicking leg movement every hour, but it's currently out of work. But is definitely, if there is a selfie that you want to take here in Main Street, I think this is the correct spot to do so. It's just iconic and it's quite interesting. And just in the corner here of Rose Avenue in Main Street, we have the Ocean Park Old Firehouse, which today hosts a restaurant. I love this walk heading from Venice to Santa Monica, so I'm heading north because the blocks are really interesting. You see those buildings all over the place and it's always interesting to film them. And also it's a friendly walk because the blocks are very short. From 1926, the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks building is a historical Italian Renaissance style building. And this is Pier Avenue and Main Street when you have another landmark. The Parkhurst building was named for Clinton Gordon Parkhurst. Before Venice ceded its independence to Los Angeles in 1825, Parkhurst had served as the city's penultimate mayor. He was 20 years old, and this building is from 1927. I love this little story about Parkhurst, and I just wonder how is this building from the inside. I must confess, this is a very pleasant walk, very interesting. I love the details and the stores. Every time I look for a little corner, I always find something interesting to film. And in this kind of search for something extra, I think I'm learning a lot about the very interesting story here in Main Street and about the city of Santa Monica itself. And if you can get enough, you want to learn more about the history of the Santa Monica Main Street, you must visit santamonicaconservancy.org. And you will learn much more in detail about everything that I'm showing in this video. By the way, if you come back at night, you're gonna find Main Street a very different place because there will be lots of youngsters all over the place and they come here, they keep going across the street back and forth to different restaurants and bars, and the vibe is just full of energy. I like very much as well this place at night. Right now they have the seating outside because during the pandemic the mayor allowed them to do sitting outside, and people are coming more and more and more because they love that kind of idea. And not too modern, not too old, it is the New Orleans building. I like very much the design of the building. This is the courtyard from the inside, and of course there is this interesting clock just outside, a little detail in there that I filmed. It's just a nice touch, and has a very cool looking. That's the corner of Main and Huell Street. Built in 1894, it is the first Roy Jones house. Roy Jones was the son of John Jones, the founder of the city of Santa Monica. You can visit this house. Today is renamed. It is the California Heritage Museum. Visit their website for more details, and you can visit the house from the inside. It used to be located in the Ocean Park, and it was deteriorated. And then after, the city was able to move the house and restore everything from the inside and the outside. Is definitely worth it. From 1936 is the iconic, looking like a streamlined Marilyn Norman building, which it was a cosmetic company in the 30s. In 1917, construction started at the Ocean Park Branch Library with money from the Baron of Steel and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. It is around this corner also that I found the most interesting artwork on the walls. From stores, shops, this is a car wash that has this very interesting artwork. A lot of people stop there just to take selfies. And it is very good artwork indeed. Now this is a Santa Monica institution. Since 1934, this is the oldest bar and restaurant here in Santa Monica. It's the Galley. And you should pay a visit and sit inside the restaurant and of course eating there. They have specialties, cocktails, and great seafood, but not only. And across the street is the Edgemar Center for the Arts. In 1908, the Imperial Ice Company built a 8,000 square foot warehouse. And then in 1928, 3,000 more square foot were added to this property. And the ice warehouse was closed by the early 1980s. It was purchased by developer Abby Scher. Then Scher hired architect Frank Gehry to redesign Edgemar. In 1988, the construction was concluded. Edgemar had 16,000 square feet of space for retail, 8,000 square feet for office, 3,500 feet for the restaurant, and 8,000 square feet plus mezzanine for the Santa Monica Art Museum. By the way, the Santa Monica Visitor Center is right there, so don't forget to stop by and get some maps and some tips what to do in the city of Santa Monica. And one of my favorite spots certainly is this one right here for a coffee, a donut, something, a nice afternoon cafe. It is Earth Cafe that you should visit. There are several locations in Los Angeles, but here in Santa Monica, this is my favorite. I hope you stop by and check it out for yourself. And this is the Santa Monica Community Garden. There's 3 in the city of Santa Monica. This one is right here on Main Street. You have some plots. You make an application to the city, you pay $100 fee or $132, depends, a year, and you have a little plot, and they teach you how to plant and how to keep your plot throughout the year. It's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna conclude this right here in this corner because there's a little few more restaurants and is more residential at this point, and then there is the city hall, the courthouse, but I'm gonna make a special on that because it's a beautiful place. Okay, we're gonna come back to Santa Monica for more. I thank you very much for watching this presentation. My name is Daniel Nobre. I count on you. Don't forget to put your likes, it's very important for me. And don't forget also to subscribe to our channel. Please come back because I will see you on our next presentation. See you on Main Street, Santa Monica. Goodbye.